If you watch Kyle Bradish pitch, a lot of his stuff goes away from right-handers and into left-handers, and he incorporated two-seam fastball to get inside on the right-handers, and that made a big difference for him.
What's up, y'all? So there are names every year that you and I have never heard of who become vital pieces on contending teams in the heat of a pennant race, and last year was no different. I thought it would be interesting to concoct a list pertaining to the 5 most underrated players from last season. Hopefully I can turn these guys in your mind from to household names. With that said, we are about to take off, so don't fight it. Let's roll. Number 1, Orioles right-hander Kyle Bradish posted a 2.83 ERA, which ranked 4th in all of ball, amassed a whip of 1.04, and for you dinosaur winheads, he had 12 of them. I'm pretty comfortable in outwardly expressing my surprise pertaining to those numbers because I strongly surmise none of you could have foreseen that. I mean, I don't know, I guess you can prove me wrong by flashing your Kyle Cy Young tickets you placed during spring training in the comments. Anyways, but for real, man, Baltimore's rotation was putrid all year, ranking in the bottom 10 of every pertinent stat, even with Kyle flashing onto the scene. Could you imagine what they would have looked like without him? Wow. The second most underrated player in ball for my money last season, Yandy Diaz down in Tampa. Last season, Yandy amassed a .330 average, 22 homers, and an OPS a smidge under 1,000. For a squad in Tampa that was bereft of offensive firepower, Yandy was their one mainstay. It is distasteful that other than the 27 humans who rep Tampa gear, few know who he is. He is also on one of the more club-friendly deals, with 2 years and $12 million left. Let me say that again. 2 years, $12 million. Encompassing all aspects from production and dollars, you can easily make an argument that Yandy Diaz is one of the more valuable players in all of ball.
That's right, I'm doing me.
Alex Verdugo will forever be infamously remembered as the player the Red Sox chose to replace one of their all-timers in Mookie Betts. That just shouldn't be the case. Last season, Alex was unequivocally one of their most consistent bats, with fluctuation in play permeated throughout that lineup the entire season. His numbers are not eye-popping at all, admittedly, with only a .745 OPS, but as I just alluded to, context matters. He had zero protection. Zero. He's still one of the more promising young lefty sticks in the game, and I don't even mention his glove, which is absolutely platinum. His .991 fielding percentage ranks 7th among all qualified outfielders. Alex is one of the more underrated players in the game, and I hope he can shake his "the guy that was traded for Mookie" moniker, because he is simply so much more than that. Number 4, Tanner Scott of the Miami Marlins. Tanner was acquired in 2021 in a seemingly trivial trade at the time, in which he wasn't even the centerpiece of it, as the Orioles no longer had a role for him. The 100-loss Orioles at the time, mind you. The bullpen-starved Marlins were in dire need of someone to step up as the closer last season, and Tanner did just that and more. His 2.45 ERA and .99 whip led the squad as he racked up Ks at an insanely impressive rate, ranking in the top 10 in whiff rate. Not only do his individual numbers jump out, but taking into account his Miami Marlins also won the most one-run games in the league, it just amplifies how pivotal he was for them in clinching their first postseason berth since 2003, sans the Mickey Mouse 2020 campaign. Tanner Scott was incredible.
Now I feel like Muhammad Ali.
Yohan Duran, in my mind, had the most unheralded year last season. The 25-year-old closer for the Minnesota Twins amassed a, well, I'll be damned, the same ERA as Tanner with a 2.45. His splitter is easily one of the more lethal pitches in all of ball, as it flings out his hand at damn near triple digits. It's straight filth. Hell, attempting to square up a triple-digit four-seamer with zero movement is difficult enough, let alone adding some tilt on it. The numbers illuminate just that, as he amassed 84 Ks in less than 62 innings, virtually implying if he got you down in the count, he was unleashing his splitter. Man, there was nothing you were going to do about it. Twins got their closer for the next decade, and I'm here for it. Anyways, any qualms with the list? What do y'all think? Sub if you rocked with the video. Peace!